ball in the flat. So, I mean, he's really on the lineman, but he can't help that. He's got to go cut off a linebacker and make a block. So the penalty should be on who? The line coach? So the coordinator? Putting him in that position? Yeah. Offensive coordinator. Let's just say that. Bad speed.
We are just off the shores of Lake Erie in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, as we get set for football here at the always rockin' Cleveland Browns Stadium. Tonight, hard to believe, our final Thursday night game of the year, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Cleveland Browns. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going, and off we go from Cleveland. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Now we'll retreat. Geez, come on, play here. Now we're just going to retreat a little bit, right? We're going to get that thing. We're just going to retreat a little bit before we'll touch. And so we're doing like a quarterback clinic here. Hey, that was blitz zero right there. There's no middle safety, so he knew he had retreat. There might be a free blitzer, but he also knew he could throw this ball.
And he'll get this one out to about 14. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win, and the defense is coming.
And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. An early pass, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They've had to go this game in the course of the whole season. You know, a lot of missed tackles. And I don't know how you fix that, right? As a, you don't do a whole lot of tackling drills and practice and live drills.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When you talk about this Jets defense, it's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. But we know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing for a hit. That seems to be the _1 asset to his game. Gets out to the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
The Browns at 10 and 5 to start play. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it.
And he's free. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Bijan Robinson, his 16th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think, pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here. They have to put something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 7-0.
You okay?
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday night in December. No?
There's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots.
Oh, a dangerous pass there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Greg Double. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And this Charles definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again in the first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
A give to Robinson on the option.
What? Why are you looking like that?
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. So offsides the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Thompson Robinson off of play action. And Joku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
We're not ready for that. As a team, we will get that. We'll get further on we get that. Doesn't mean we're talking about first.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Looking at the wristband, wristband is not able to dive up the middle. Wristband has got emotion, it's got some verbiage to it. It means it's probably some kind of play action. I don't know if the Giants saw it with the wristband. I certainly saw it. I knew it wasn't going to be a run up the middle.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
A lot of guys covered, Peyton. Other guy, he's looking at the back of the head, and then
they keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And his defense able to plug him up for 2 yards. to the 35. You look at this Browns defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
On second down, here's Rodgers.
Oh.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Man-to-man's going to make you hold the ball.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case. It'd be hard to say that the defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run, and when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Again, it's Robinson. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Attention all business owners. If you run a business with 4 or more full-time W2 employees between October 2020 and September 2021, if so, you may be entitled up to $26,000 per employee as part of the CARES Act.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Fighting through, he's got space. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Play action, now Thompson Robinson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Off the play fake, Thompson Robinson. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line about the 1-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Essentially saves us so much time. It makes it really easy and seamless. Take an order, put everything, stop the label on the box, and it's ready to go. Every cost, shipping and import, cut it now, just like that. Go to ShipStation.com/try and get 2 months free.
10 cycles. There we go. There's the picture. Why is it relevant right now?
Robinson forcing his way in the end zone. He was not to be denied. It's a touchdown. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 21-0.
I know you were back on your campus, college.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Trying to take down the goalpost. Yeah, I was like, carry it with me.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, he should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
That's who he was jawing at, I think. That's who he was jawing at. There you go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be a possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll roll it down right.
Wow.
They're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That's why dudes put fucking DBs back there, bro. Fuck.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Make a move. Make him, see he's going to sit in there and
this offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. He finds Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Henry up the middle. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. This 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I do know from experience, when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. The big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it is 28-0. So they throw it, get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They called the post to him, They didn't call the post. And the problem is now,
the New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to pull the playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute and go to the playmakers. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Category is the #1 division between quarterbacks and receivers, right? You know, fans see the target, social media sees the target. Hey, you got targeted 3 times, but targeted Hyatt. You know what?
1st and 10. Thompson Robinson to throw. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ready? Throwing on 2nd down, Thompson Robinson. A heavy rush, and down he goes. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
He's outside at the safety. He gets the 1st down, he goes down. I like that. That's not an RPO. That's like a, what do you call that thing? Like a read option? It's a line and the side. Zone read, I guess. I like, they have Hyatt still. He's outside. He's a threat.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Hey, Cole Fury. I like they want to go route.
Thompson Robinson now.
It could be single high.
That is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you're your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he'll decide to keep this once more. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Thompson Robinson. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. And the Jets will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Waller. How do you get Waller matched up on somebody and just, receivers? My total pays out right here.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get some on this drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
You might say, hey, this is 3rd and 1.
Rodgers throwing in the hands of Cobb. And the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Rodgers going to throw. He says this will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense to move the ball downfield.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
There's not even a throwback there in that last one. They kind of tight end flipping down the left.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Back shoulder.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Coming on the corner out for the little pump fake. That was not what we need to do.
Thompson Robinson will look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now Cobb to return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in their history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. Let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a A 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible, let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they're going to get him down way short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they put 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Browns drive about to get started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 2nd down, Thompson Robinson. As he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's going to have the Browns first down as he's going to the 45-yard line. Well, we've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
To about the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. More the motion man. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Robinson with another carry. Grass here, middle of the field. And touchdown, Cleveland. Robinson, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns open the lead up to 34-0. On his Hopkins now for the extra point.
You okay, beautiful?
And he's been a busy man. Knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. It's a return for the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They begin with Henry. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Center and warehouse, 100 by 100 manufacturing buildings, and 80 by 160
inside handoff. Henry trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On play action, now Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Last play, they got stumped at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I had 8 UTIs in 1 year. This is better than
now a handoff to Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
All right, welcome back. Welcome in Super Bowl champion.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Are you here tonight to continue to kiss up Eli? Are you actually going to tell the truth about them?
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down at 7.
I enjoy working more now with Eli. Football.
A handoff, right left, Henry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive going right here.
From the Eli Manning show where you're on my
a solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Anything about football, so you might be a little bit out of practice.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, and when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
I feel like I got to go pick up my boy Jeff Saturday here. Can we run the damn ball?
On play action, it's Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
I learned from watching Philly Eli. That corner was sitting on his heels. I think that's what they were saying. You should have played that.
Here's Rodgers. They'll find Lazard here over the middle. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
That means not community and every community.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit more, Miguel, as us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game is certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you've got to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go.
Moore, the man in motion. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stay home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
I think a game that I know I'm good. There you go, 28.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Now, producers ask you to share a picture of your favorite photo with Eli. You're looking forward to an epic shot in the Super Bowl. Let's take a look
The
at
New
what
York
we
offense
said.
taking over for their next possession. And they
What's
unfortunately are staring at a
going on
mini losing
now?
streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Deep down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
All right, now we're going to another commercial.
Returnable for Grant. When it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. 178 yards rushing for it now in the ball game. 2nd down and 4. They'll run again here with Robinson. There he goes left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They look like they've got the confidence Just keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Are you over the age of 50 and considering buying an annuity in the next 60 days?
Robinson, he'll try the left side. Oh, that was well designed as he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. The clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now 2nd and 9.
As a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Browns, they improved to 11-5 now with 1 week remaining. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they drop a potentially costly one as they fall to 10-6 with 1 game still to...
He's like, you get the orange sherbet outfit. So I was wearing the Marnie sweater. Eli went with Celine. But look, Peyton, I think you're the blame for all this. You started it with the whole football on your phone business years ago when you guys started you like rap career.
There's no rap career. There's no career there.
That's not true. That thing went viral. I was in the car on the way home from that, and they literally, Don Spurley, who basically created the Eli Manning show, and came up with the crazy he was like, nobody tweeting out, we're saving it. Literally 30 minutes after we do this, we like hit Instagram live, and it blew up and went nuts. And yeah, we were doing that right there.
You didn't get on the radio, man.
I mean, I think it went platinum.
Yeah. Triple platinum. And Johnny, the producer, why they're throwing it here, who knows? We're talking about kind of our relationship. I used to tell them, especially these early games, to say that you are a sweater is an understatement. So at halftime of these football games, I make you change your pants at halftime. Of course, your seats are taped and spatted, so you couldn't take off your shoes and get on your pants. So you had to lay on your back, legs in the air, and get trainers and equipment guys to take your pants off your shoes on your legs to get new pants on. It was easy to get them off. It's hard to get new pants on over shoes. Did you enjoy that experience?
Yeah, no, not at all. And I'll tell you who really did that was Eddie Kiesel, our assistant equipment. He had before having to take my sweaty pants off, get the sweaty pads out of there. Yeah, as you mentioned, my foot was fatty, so it's like we got cotton off. All just so that Eli doesn't have to roll a wet ball.
You're sweating so bad, it's like it's going to be a rain game. You're sweating so bad. There's a difference between a rain ball and a sweaty ball, right? It's a big difference. Big difference. Is there a picture of Sean in the fetal position with his legs up? Do we have that picture? It's a tragedy we don't have that picture. Tragedy we don't have a picture of Sean in the... Let's try to find it. It's like it's in stirrups. It's like it's a gyno. That's what it looks like. Find that picture.
I didn't know that's white.
You gotta have that. You gotta have that.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables. Well, last week I built a code hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers. At a natural disaster. I saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full time, but I work full time.
Bringing this out stronger. Explosive final chapter. Tomorrow and in theaters rated R.
Hey, I'm Elizabeth, and the little things I love about the Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Banana Chicken Sandwich is the collab of flavors, the sweet honey, the pickled jalapeno peppers, and the creamy spinach. It is a perfect bite.
Hey y'all, this is Roxanne, and another thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich is the richness of the pimento cheese. When I took a first bite, I was like, go cheese, go pimento, go honey, go chicken, go get it.
It's not subtle. Now you can give them what they've always wanted. Real food for dogs. Caesar wholesome bowls and simply crafted. Caesar is love and Betty. With all its back. Check. Grilled. Check. Fancy grill. Chips and dip. Check. Backyard party. Check. Dance party. Check. Troy and Joe. Check. And bro. Check. Playoffs. Check. Felonies. Check. Every emotion in the Emotionverse all season long. Check, baby.
Welcome back. So we know that the quarterback-center relationship is certainly an intimate one. Always some other pictures here that you've gone along with Ken. And get your thoughts. Walk me through this. You guys shoot to rent a second scooter? Like, what's the deal here?
Wow, and just like that, it was a sack. Yeah, I don't know if you can confirm that that's me there, but let's just say hypothetically that was me. Apparently Eli can't swim. How is this possible that it's a road trip and he can't swim?
You're a great lifeguard.
Yeah, well, the reality is, the reason why I'm selling him back to some boat is he had his boat swing on the boat. Eli could not hold on to it. He was just going out. Everybody else did it and prayed, and Eli goes to do it, and he just can't hold on. He's not strong enough, so he's slipping off. So it's like, I gotta do it again, but it's when I started to go, it's the boat. So, it's like slipping sometimes, and then it's like, I think it's like this.
Thank you. I'm going to start calling you lifesaver. We've certainly learned about how close the two of you are. I want to show another picture of the Ken. Kind of talking about wet willies here. When most people get wet willies, they pull away in the chest. Eli's reaction said a lot about your friendship.
Yeah, he stopped responding to the wet willy, so I had to kind of run up and did the picture. And very well didn't think in it. Yeah, I mean, if you dig it in there, you did, but if you sink it in good, like they can't get out of it. Yeah, the wet willy.
I think I learned you're about throwing the hook out, Paige. You're talking about throwing the hook out earlier. Hey, Sean, just to follow up on that, you should know that Peyton hates wet willies because he had a traumatic wet willy experience. I'll show you when we can this picture, but it's absurd how annoyed Peyton got, So when you say engaging quarterback toughness, would you agree that the wet willy tolerance should be kind of top of the list right there?
I think it's a good barometer, no doubt. Obviously, the poison in the world. There's a lot going on in the huddle. No. What?
They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang grabbing together. Your boys
that guy had hair when he didn't start it.
Ever the hardest white boy since the one who rapped about the hardest sweaters.
No one open, he's trying to make something, but he's getting hit, and then
from the same thread like him. They'll
they're
study
kind of running this right over the ball. I mean, this guy's sitting there, but man, there's not a whole lot of separation. Throw it to right here. You got Waller chipping. You got your best receiver kind of hanging in protection, and they still don't block the guy. They're double teaming him. They still let him get through it. That's just coming through that second window. Yeah, they got that guy. They got to make that guy block. I don't think I would have had him even in there. You know, have him in there. Down 18 points.
I'm up in Carmichael's trying to get on the same page. I heard about the rapper that you claim was a mainstay. They had a nice run, but they never gonna maintain.
John Michael Smith, the rookie center, out. So you got Bredesen in there at center. They moved really out the guard. Marcus McKeithen's making his third start in the NFL at right guard. So you got young bucks up there. I already mentioned those. You gotta help them out. You gotta limit those 5 and 6 that drops.
You gotta make some jumps up there. I mean, they got the tight end helping. I mean, that's the thing. You know, Sean, you see that. Like, he's hitting. The D is coming on. The guard is nowhere to be found.
Well, the one thing that, oh my goodness, I noticed that Walker, you know, they had him bottled up. I mean, the first half, what do you have? 5 carries for 4 yards? So they did a good job in the first half, but
just to be clear on the record, I wasn't, you know, scared of the way Willis is 25 takes. 25 takes. Eli did that. I got an ear infection out of that commercial. So, put on the record, wasn't scared of the wet willies. But like, at 25 takes, I'm a perfectionist, babe. I'm a perfectionist. I had enough. So we had to get the right look. Alright? If you don't get if I don't get it like super slobbery and get all the shit in your ear, it's not going to be as good as commercial. Sean, would you like to be on the predictor panel with John McEnroe and Will Ferrell? You want to be on it?
Yeah. I get the one. You get on with Chaz?
What's going to happen here is you have to predict if Seattle's going to score a touchdown with a run or a pass. And can you tell us what you think is going to score the touchdown? And how much you weigh in this picture? Okay.
I'm gonna ignore Eli right now. I'm gonna say Kenneth Walker runs it in. I think if I know Pete Carroll as well as I think I know him, they're gonna get down to the 1 yard and he's gonna run the ball. He's not gonna throw the slant.
Like that.
I think they're gonna run over and over again. It's Kenneth Walker, unless he gets tired, and then they're gonna get the full bottle and throw it away.
Right. There's a prediction panel. Where do you put it during the week? You have it in the kitchen? You have McEnroe, Farrell, O'Hara's sitting there in the kitchen. My kids love it. They draw on it. They're starting to predict things. Really taking off within the family and everywhere. The prediction panel. So my kids are predicting, who's going to do well at homework, who's going to get the first A. So there's a whole wing there for Sean's big space. I mean, I'm not sure it'll fit. I don't think so. This is like 310. So there's a lot of room for the kids to draw on that face right there. This is heavy enough to hold up. All right. Third and goal. I'll give you a chance to change it. You still think it's going to be a run play? You can change it. What do you want to do? You can predict field goal. Field goal? Sorry. O'Hara. I just thought McEnroe, O'Hara, and Farrell just had a great ring to it. Rip this thing.
Yeah, I do too. I appreciate you going on the McAfee show and saying that you never saw the Eli Manning show. I don't know why you do that. Why are you acting like you don't watch it religiously? You know damn well you watch the show.
They're second.
And I don't know why you're doing interviews with Pat McAfee in front of your car with the seatbelt still buckled. Like, what are you doing? It's fine doing interviews from the car, but you have to stay buckled?
Safety first.
Loosen up a little bit.
No, there's no upside to that. You got to go safety first. I appreciate you tuning in to that interview. Yeah, obviously. You on TV from the car? You did it from your car on TV? Yeah, he likes the FaceTime. Obviously, know he was on FaceTime? Was that a surprise FaceTime? I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. All we wanted to talk about was O'Hara being on the show. I mean, Will Ferrell sort of ho-hum, but like O'Hara, like, yes. You got O'Hara, finally? Yeah, I've been asking O'Hara for years.
I think Will Ferrell and I were separated at birth, Eli. Yeah, you know that. I mean, Eli and I, we reenacted a whole scene from one of their movies.
He was Jeff Saturday. How many times have you walked around and told everybody you're Jeff Saturday? It's come clean.
No, I love Jeff. Jeff's my boy. But I'll be honest with you, we were both player reps for years, and every year we go to the player rep meetings down in Hawaii. Gene Upshaw, rest his soul, great man. 3 years in a row, he introduced me to his wife as Jeff. I'm like, Gene, I'm not Jeff. Right?
I remember Kerry Collins over there. I remember Kerry Collins, who you played with, walked up and called you Jeff. So that was interesting. Your teammate.
Yes.
I snapped you the ball. I snapped it to you.
Yeah.
What's up, Peg? What's up, Eli?
I literally was looking for a mini
Actually,
kid.
I'm Sean. I used to snap to you.
No, I looked at Eli, and Eli was like, no, don't correct him. Like, let it go. And I'm like, dude, you literally took snaps. Like, you had your hands between my legs. Like, you had a mini kid, but you know what he is. No, I had no idea who I was.
He didn't recognize your face.
True. And he never asked me to change my pants.
Yep, Taylor Swift is not at this game, Eli. I can promise you. Only that guy is. That guy. Yeah. We're all famous people. One of the famous people at this game. That guy's not here. So.
Well, it's a school night. You know, Strahan was here. I saw him. LT was here. You know, we were all here, Eli. You were the one that's not here.
I'm not there.
Kareem is here.
I mean, not a good yeah. Let's run the ball, New York. Let's get out of here. Let's not throw anymore.
I tell you, I haven't seen a Seahawks defense dominate a team in their life years since they played the Broncos.
There we go. He's waiting on that one. You know, it's funny because the producer said, let's get rid of Shaw. I said, no, let's stay with him. We need him. But now I think it's a good time. You're the best. Thanks for coming on. No, we'll let you stay for one more sack. How about that? You want to say one more? Sure. Sean,
I got your post-game show here with Victor Cruz and Madeline Bird.
Oh, that'll be a fun one. A lot of good stuff to talk about there. Good luck with that.
All right, thanks, boys.
All right, bud. Thanks, man. I appreciate you. You the best. Show. See you on the set. All right, Paige. Run the ball. There you go. Praying for Daniel? I think it's praying for Daniel. How many snaps, I think? How many snaps? How many snaps did you have no hair? Practice, walkthroughs. What do you think? 50,000? Is that too many? No idea. That? The best is after he retired, Peyton, we kind of hang out and go on some trips, and so I start to throw, have my receivers come out, or have sometimes I'm traveling, got high school guys running around for me. He'd come out there, he lost weight, got all skinny, he's like, yeah, I'll play tight end. I'm like, no. You're down at center. You got to snap it to me. I'm getting under center. I mean, you don't get like in the off season. You don't get the center to snap it like a under center a lot. So it was always good to have him there. That guy jumped off sides. Yeah, call that. That's the defensive end. Definitely jumped. Hey, with it. Some reviewable. Do that.
Gotta get some guys back. You gotta get healthy. Gotta get Saquon back. Gotta get the line back. Not a whole lot, you know. Defense played okay. They kind of kept it and gave up a couple of plays, but offensively, I mean, just you get sacked. I think that's been sacked 10 times. He gets sacked 10 times, and there's, you know, he avoided a bunch of others. It's not like he was. It could have been 15 sacks. The Bears got Dad 12 one time, I think, 84, I think. I don't think he finished 3. It was a brutal sack, too. Yeah, a different type of sack. Yeah. Bison's quarterback pulled a hamstring that week. Dad had to play. Sure your hamstring hurt? Yeah. 85 Bears, is that 84 Bears? It was that team. It was the year before they won the Super Bowl. Same guys, though. Yeah. If that was the best defense in 85, it was the second best defense ever in 84. Yeah. I'm probably sure 84 they were still locked and loaded. That get much easier for the Giants. They travel to Miami this week. They travel to Buffalo next week. So it's not like they get an easy stretch coming up. You know, get healthy.
This is the 2-minute warning. Timeout.
Get healthy. Take ball. Run the ball.
The power to connect is the power to change. Connect 2 dots and change the whole plot. Connect one day and change the whole week. Connect to one thought and change people. Scared of the storms, change their thunder. Don't share the dream another. Connect and change. Please. Okay. Now, fight the fight. Connect. Change. No one connects more than baby, I'm a go-getter.
Everything around it. Full-time fans, your passion is unshaken. And you deserve the reward. Medalla, the mark of fighting.
Hi, you might know me from my other job, but I'm a businesswoman too. Here at Once Upon a Farm, we chose the new Capital One Venture X business card with no preset spending limit or purchasing power if that's our business needs. Love it. And unlimited double miles means we earn more too. Sweet, right? And when we travel, we get access to over 1,300 airport lounges. Get used to this. The Capital One Venture X business card. What's in your wallet?
1 in 8 people have worked at a McDonald's. That's a lot of technical skills, people skills,
Hi, welcome to McDonald's.
and lifelong skills learned on the job and off that 1 in 8 will always have.
One of the great people of all time, Buddy Stevens, longtime coach of Dartmouth, and our high school football camp in Manufacturing Academy used to use. Fine a human being as there was, great football coach, did so much football, got rid of tackling at the practices, hired a number of female coaches and support staff, and just a one-of-a-kind guy. Thoughts and prayers of his person in the family, and he will be missed by so many. Yeah, we'll definitely miss Coach Stevens. Known him a long time, and he's recruiting you at Tulane. I was in 6th grade going to Tulane football camp when I first met him, and I was there for the camps, and just, you know, always remember after each year at the camp page, he always had his college buddies, guys who played football. They still came back and ran the camp, just wanted to be with him, so he kept everybody so close. Former players, former coaches, his friends. He had a great relationship with all of them, and a true role model.
Timeout. Seattle. Their first. 30-second timeout.
Take a field goal and nail it here. No. Go for it. Let's go.
We have every kid wear a helmet, a full face helmet. If you do not have a helmet, you cannot race.
That more on the wristband.
We love
I
going.
don't have a wristband.
When I get older, that's what led us to start this racing. We have some racing since 3-4 months old.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cat. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up.
Yeah, I think it was tight split. Have an outside release, so he's going out. He came in.
Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings.
Well, it's a big, you know, it's just tough. They, you know, there's high expectations with Giants. Going 1-3. It's not been sharp on both sides of the ball. Let's go on to the line first. Best running back first. Yeah.
I'll say that I've seen better days. Is that manager by chance?
Not going to get easier. That act offense, that build.
Okay, cool. I'm dealing with a situation right now. So, that's in my system.
You gotta go one at a time. You can't look at the four. One at a time. You'll find a way to play better football.
And I told him, order 2 piece bag at a time. That's not too much to ask for.
Back next week, no more bye weeks for a little while. That's all. You know, after grading,
okay, cool. So,
the young quarterback.
I go to take like chicken. Go to chicken one morning. Now, I'm really big on sex. So when my lips hit it, something building. I was okay.
Yeah, we'll get back next week. Back-to-back games for us. So we'll get to stay ready again next week. Hopefully we'll get a little better game. So we had a good one week 1. Week 4. That's exciting.
No. You're not listening.
Gino's playing good ball, Paige. You know, got the play action going, and he's playing smart, and they run the ball pretty well. So they got some tough defense. Defense played great tonight. All right, study up on the. Who do you want me to study? Do you want me to get Packers or Raiders? I'll take the Packers. You take the Raiders. All right, I'll take the Raiders. See you next week.
Joe, thank you very much. We will hear from Pete Carroll, Brian Dable, player from the Seahawks, going to join us down here live on the field. Don't know exactly who it will be. We will find out together. Ryan Clark's going to break down the remarkable performance from Devin Witherspoon. All that is on the way. Sports Center coming up on ESPN. Meanwhile, local news next for you on ABC, except on the West Coast. We will see you for the Most Show on ESPN in
exactly what they see random doing because they suck at the game and they have no money.
This presentation of the National Football League.
Say it again. You know I'm streaming right now.
You really think I care about your doctor? You really think I care about your
I've heard enough. Anyone in the chat, what did I do to deserve this? Why are people so mean to me? For what reason?
Because there's
Of course they don't have a mic. Of course the random gets down. Why do I always get paired up with bots with no mics? This is exactly why I hate random queuing, because they suck at the game and they have no mic.
You're such a I'm trying to relax and play a game and you're annoying and you won't shut up. God damn.
What did you just call me?
I'm calling you. Now get my Reaper card or leave me.
Say it again. You are straight right now.
You really think I care about your dream? You really think I care about
At IHOP, we're giving more with a new menu featuring waffles, biscuits, burgers, Benedict, and more. There's always a way to put a smile on your face. Only at IHOP. Download the app and get free food with every order.
Scary about Energizer Ultimate Milky Bar. The number one wonder-frosted double layer.
Got their pizza big enough for the both of us.
There is. In this town, eh?
Target Circle Week. Here now through October 7th with Target Circle member-only deals. Save on toys you want, groceries you need, styles you love, and so much more. Don't miss out on Target Circle Week. Join now for free at Target.com to start saving. This week only Domino's get unlimited mini-priced pizzas for 50% off when you order online. Choose any size pizza you want, any crust you want, and any toppings you want. Oh, and any number of pizzas you want too. Get 50% off your perfect pizza or pizza. This is only $4.
A truck is a tool. The van is life. Yeah, it's the wipe the sweat off your brow sort of life. But it's also the let's load up the ATV's life. The my kids play way too many sports life. But let's find a secret spot to fish life. That looks nice. Innovations, comforts, and powertrains built to power all of the lives you live. Ram.
Dominating performance by Seattle. The offense led by Smith and Metcalf got him on the board. That 7 ultimately was going to be enough. That defense put on an absolute show. Seattle moves to 3-1. Despair for the Giant fans, but man, there are a lot of 12s in the building. They are cheering the victory from Seattle as we welcome you into the Monday Night Post-Game Show. I'm Scott Van Pelt, Seattle 24, New York 3. We will be joined here on field by one of the members of Seattle's victorious team, Devin Witherspoon. What a show he put on. Ryan Clark from the first quarter on raving about the top 5 picks out of Illinois. I hope he's here to break down what went on tonight from that defensive side of the football. As for Witherspoon, how about this moment right here? As the Giants were knocking on the door. Touchdown there gets them within 4. Witherspoon was having none of it, and his impact on this game was significant across the board. And disgust on the Giants sideline was palpable. Joy on the sideline as well. We welcome in Joe Buck, the Hall of Famer Troy Aikman. And Joe, we see the impact from defensive players often. Typically guys that rush the pass. By the way, 11 sacks today, a Monday Night Football record. But this guy's a rookie, and it's just rare to see someone that's in the defensive backfield have this kind of fingerprint on the result. Can you remember a game quite like this from the rookie?
No, and I think it's worth pointing out again what Troy said during the game. This is with a position change because of injuries, because they've lost their nickel corner. He slides inside, which, I mean, he knows more than I do, but there's a lot of traffic in there, and those guys, young guys, can struggle inside and get lost and get swallowed up. He flourished, and, I mean, it's as impressive an effort by one singular player in a defense that played great overall for a young guy I can remember. Yeah, Scott, it is, and Ryan Carter talked about it. It's not an easy position to play, number one. and it wasn't impacted by Jamal Adams' injury. He was still going to likely play some inside like he did, but he was so effective. He was Jamal Adams-like, and so that's why I say that this was out of necessity because they were without Kobe Bryant, they were without Artie Burns, their two nickel guys, so now they had to put him in there. He was so effective. I'd be a little surprised if we don't see him in that position going forward when they go to their nickel packages, because having players that are that instinctive around the ball is rare, and those players you want around the ball, we saw not why that is.
That's just what Ryan Clark was saying down here on the field. He kind of has eyebrows raised, saying they can't move the guy back from the
It's one thing if it's a Jamal Adams or a safety type player that's that physical. I don't recall. I can't think of a player that's as physical as he is, especially for a top 5 pick. You know, when you're talking about a cover corner, I mean, he plays it like a linebacker. He's, you know, it's amazing.
We've only been doing this together for a relatively short period of time. Last year, but 4 games this year. But I try to be reasonable. You know that about me. All right, what's reasonable to say about a New York Giants team? Play 4 games, 2 on this field, both complete unmitigated disasters. If it's not for a miracle comeback in Arizona, they're 0-4, but they got that. Now they've got to go to Miami and to Buffalo. I don't know what they do. They don't know the sideline and what are you looking at? Done?
Well, here's what I think. I'll give you my opinion and I'll pass it off. I think that right now, and he was probably thinking about it on the sideline. He had the whole second half to think about it, and that's Brian Dable, as to how he is going to react to this loss and how is he going to react during the week. Because this is a team that, because of the games they have ahead of them, it's on the fringe of totally unraveling them. They could lose this season if they haven't already. And how he handles that and holds this team together is going to be the key. The other part of that, Scott, is the problem for the Giants has been the offensive line. Right. And it hasn't just been this year. They've been trying to overcome that offensive line for years, and they've invested in it in the draft, and they just haven't hit on a lot of these guys. But until they fix that, this is going to be an offense that continues to be inconsistent. Scott, I ceded my time to the senator from Henrietta, Oklahoma.
I'd be interested in your thoughts, but if that's the
problem. No, I think, you know, what he said, I think, is so overlooked in this league, and that is, how do these head coaches react when everything's falling apart around them? He played for one of the best motivators in Jimmy Johnson. This is a guy in Brian Dable who was coach of the year. He's going to have to coach harder now in some respects than at any point last year when he got his team to the playoffs and a road playoff win. They had a great year, and they answered a lot of questions. Now all of a sudden all those questions are back, mainly because they can't protect, they can't block up front. It's almost like you can't evaluate what they're doing on offense because they don't have a chance to do anything on offense. So this is a lot of heavy lifting coming up for Brian Dable and the coaching staff of this Giants team, because you know the media in this city is going to descend on the Giants after what we just witnessed here tonight.
And we're all interested to know sort of what was in that exchange. We can speculate, right? It appeared Waller was open and the throw was picked off by Witherspoon, who will join us down here on the field, by the way. Dable with the tablet in that moment. I'd be interested to hear what he has to say. We'll talk to you during the next
You were supposed to get him to turn me back into a man!
55-yard field goal tonight. And
No, we are the same!
Scored in the 2 home games. They have played the crazy! In their first 2 home games over the last 4 on the tremendous performance from Devin Witherspoon. The 12s making their presence felt, man. You're a long way from home, but they feel very much at home here in New York. An emphatic victory. Ryan will be here. The big fella stand for Steve. We got bad beats. You got the cornucopia, the buffet of misery that is Monday Bad Beats. He can make a call if you tweet. I can make a ball when I speak. $20
I can name all 26 beat-up sauces.
Okay.
Pickle habanero, Nashville hot, Shannon jalapeno, mild, medium.
Good.
Come on, Dax, get me.
So cute. At Ally, we're helping millions save more on the things that matter most to them. Whatever you're saving for.
Back to work.
Hello, welcome to T-Town. Like minimum 40 everywhere. These guys experience a drop in testosterone. Don't worry, it happens to all of us. Some guys took my advice about how to boost their testosterone, and some did. This guy got the message loud and clear.
That's right, Nugenix Total T.
Nugenix Total T is a unique patented formula powered by Testament, a patented key ingredient clinically researched to boost free testosterone to help you feel stronger, cleaner, with more muscle and drive. Nugenix is #1 doctor recommended, #1 at GNC, and #1 at Walmart. But you can only get your complimentary bottle by texting SHINE to 369-369.
Thanks. It'll make you feel like a new man. And by the way,
get your complimentary bottle of Nugenix now. Text SHINE to 369-369. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat incinerator ever. Absolutely free.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Go to InventHelp.com. We have representatives nationwide and services to showcase your invention. Get started today. Go to InventHelp.com for free information.
All right, we are waiting to hear from the respective coaches. Pete Carroll, got to be a happy guy after his defense comes in here and dominates. Brian Dable, you saw the discussion on the sideline with the quarterback. A rough night again at home for the G-Men. We got bad beats. We got this Monday night game covered. It's all on the way on Sports Center.
My theme is called Lunch Game.
I know if it's enough to be the only person with fans literally named after the donor itself.
I think that's really funny.
Spicy. You have to be more.
How good does it feel when Threshold Decor welcomes more seasonal style for less? When you can save on good and gather groceries and all the fall flavors. And when quality ingredients bring more to the table. When you get low prices on the latest trends. When rewards come with quality and coziness. And when you get the taste they love at low prices, that's Totally Target.
Hi, Phil Swift here. This is Flex Super Glue. Just one single drop virtually welds itself to the surface and can easily lift over 3 tons. Get the new Flex Super Glue because it works.
The Little League World Series champions!
Chris Vaughn telling his son that he was being drafted. You want to come to work with me next week? Makes it so magical. Deuce Vaughn in the end zone!
DealDash.com. Online auctions since 2009. This PlayStation 5 sold for only 50 cents. This iPad Pro sold for less than $34. And this Nintendo Switch sold for less than $20. Go to DealDash.com and see how much you can save. If your perfect home is out there, it's in here. With more than 1 million listings, the Redfin app helps you find the one. Love it? Schedule a tour right in the app. Wanna win? Choose Redfin.
When we started our business, we were paying like an arm and like the postage. I remember setting up ShipStation. I think it was just like 1 or 2, and it was up and running. I was putting out labels, saving money.
ShipStation saves us so much time. It makes it really easy and seamless. Pick an order, print everything you need, and slap the label onto the box, and it's ready to go.
Our cost for shipping like were cut in half, just like that.
ShipStation, the #1 choice of online sellers. Go to ShipStation.com/try and get 2 months free.
Every
Everybody wants to be a bad guy. I gotta be a bad guy. I just want to be that guy.
This is how we're training for the Olympics. You did that work. Flying airplanes first came about.
Watching the fakes, watching the snakes slither, striking the time. TDE, it's the family, we them dominant dogs. Terry, comments involved, we out for it all. Rock side, he ain't dropping the ball. Prime time, who want it with us? Us. Got clarity, longevity, like bus and bus. Got too far and it's the storm. No. If I'm hungry and I'm hunting, always on the go-go. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. I went out and got everything on my own. Please don't try to give me no advice. What was your 2 cents? And when we down bad broke, my mama couldn't keep on the line. No cat and no dog, we sleeping with mice. Beans and weenies, we ate it with rice. I swore to my mama that I was gonna change our life. I was grinding every night. By the ring that I'm just trying to get it. Championship, I'm trying to win it. All these racks, I gotta spin it. All my with my squad and mind your business. Everything we start, we finish. Watch I work the hardest with it. Tongue out like I'm Jordan. Without me change my name. Dog days went through pain. Them hard days I wouldn't change. It's the reason I'm still in the game. It's the reason I'm stacking this change. It's the reason I'm chasing this rain. It's the reason I'm still in my lane. It's the reason I'm never gonna change my heart in the game.
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision. You sacrilegious, I feel my rashes, you ever been in my clearly cracked mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit so they can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance with guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great has ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated, they don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one won't stop to the most uneven. I'm close to achieving my goals, I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in. I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes and data, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen. Like a shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you more my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a move? I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice to watch me with the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though. But I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. We ain't even. They ain't submit when you daydreaming. Came needing to eat, I ain't eating in 8 weeks. And my mouth's watering like I stay teeth. And you can't reason with the animal that's loose and my brain's tweaking. You don't really know me. If you think you do get amnesia, got a problem, I'm subtracting you like a mad teacher. I'm that lethal like a threat to a mass preacher. I send you up to Christ if you crossing your act evil. Preparation means opportunity, maybe. Being great is ambiguity, baby. Too much at stake for your foolery, ain't it crazy? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, you won't faze me. You ain't really hard like you imagining. Bragging about being toxic, but you ain't really that hazardous. Rap God, if you don't believe in me, then it's blasphemous. Everything that you are is an acronym to my adjectives. But I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.